How y'all doing? Yo, it's August. It's August, baby. How y'all doing? So, it's August. Woo! All right, so, so for the month of August, I'm gonna be doing like A to Z, but I'm not gonna be doing words. I did that all of July. So now I'm gonna do. I think I did this before, but it helped me through the tough times that I was going through at the time, and I'm figuring it'll help some of you, and it'll help me as well. So, um, I usually like to think of it, and then like whatever comes to my head, I like to just write it down and make it make sense. Try to figure out how I'm gonna make it work, how I'm gonna like let it just be free while also being able to um keep the style that I know is me. You know, to let it be while being me. Let the style come through easily and let my thoughts roam free from A to Z all August long. No breezy. All right. All right. So, that wasn't it. That was just me right there. But yeah. So we are going to get into this. Amazingly, amazingly, I'm learning more about me. A sign that growth could bring change immediately. A realized life brings about happiness and prosperity. Awareness of self actually becomes the key. Adequate steps to get stronger every day almost always leads to us finding a new way. Allow yourself to live your life properly. And all you need is determination, discipline, and consistency. So, I figured these are moments in time where we try to understand who we are. We try to understand, like, because we go through tough times every day, or maybe not every day, but we go through tough times where we're trying to understand what's happening and what's going on, and then we want to be able to be ourselves and to be free to do what is necessary for us to be happy, or for us to have a fulfilled life, for us to have an understanding of self, and to be able to look in the mirror and be proud of who we are, um, and see that we've actually come so very far. And we could always shine like a star. We don't need shoes. We don't need diamonds. We don't need cars. We'll go along this bar for bar. I used to feel like I was different. I still do. Y'all from Earth, I'm from Mars. You gotta go through it. I know it's hard. But, the role we play becomes a new part. So you gotta have heart. And in order to reap the benefits, you have to at least start. Whether it's busting tables, cleaning up trays, or pushing shopping carts. You know, that's just how it goes. That's just how it goes. Sometimes I just don't know which way I'm gonna go. But I can't let the uncertainty start to show. I can't just go with the flow. There's always something I have to know. Sometimes you gotta let it go and let it take you wherever the wind blows. At the end of the day, it just goes to show. Sometimes life hits, it says yes. Sometimes the right answer is no. I think that's it for me. That was just off the cuff, but I don't know. So I'm gonna have like poetry. I'm gonna go back to, because I was taking a break from my poetry for a little bit, and I think I'm really gonna start going back into it because I found motivation for doing it. When I got busy with my other stuff, I don't know, I just didn't find time for it. I mean, that's not really an excuse, but that's just what happened. That's just what happened. And, you know, I just came back from Costa Rica. I had a good time. It was fun. I got to, what is it called? Zip lining. I got to zip line. I got to see some sloths, some howler monkeys. Got to go to some nice beaches. The weather was, it was sunny. It was rainy. It was a mixture of both. Well, it wasn't as rainy. We went out a couple of days when it was rainy, and the rain stopped after a while. So we were in the rain, but like we were in vans taking us from place to place. So most of the time that we were in the rain, we were in it for a second waiting for the van to come. So while we were in the van, the rain would go and the rain would stop. And then by the time we got to where we needed to go, the rain wasn't even there. And if, as a matter of fact, like it didn't really show signs of rain whatsoever. Because I think it was not only that it was nice and humid there, but because certain areas that we went to, it didn't really rain at all. So there's certain parts of where we were that were raining and certain parts that weren't. So, that's really what it was. I actually got some nice keychains. The favorite phrase, pura vida. Pura vida. Pura vida. And then I ended up getting, what is it? Let me see. I ended up getting a shot glass. Costa Rican shot glass. You know, we had to bring souvenirs home, so, you know, we don't just go there and then just come back empty-handed. We had to bring some stuff. And we had a lot of experiences. Like, I had never gone ziplining. I mean, I went skydiving before, but I was worried that ziplining would be a little scarier than skydiving. I was like, and part of it, I was right. Part of it, I was right because, when I was actually ziplining, just going down the line, it wasn't too scary for the most part. We went down 10 wires. The third one was because it was like, there was no decline. It was just a straight wire. Most of them had the decline and then come back up. So it was like taking you down fat quick. But one of them, it was like as close to a straight wire as possible. So if you move it a little bit, if you move your wire a little bit, you're gonna end up getting stuck. And I got stuck right in the middle. And I was high up too. I'm not even gonna lie and say I wasn't scared. I was. Because I was like, I don't do well with heights, man. I don't do well with heights. The heights, it was like, I was stuck. See, my thing is, I don't mind, like, if I'm at a high place and I'm moving, I don't mind it. But if I'm standing right there, if I'm stuck in space, if I'm moving from one place to another, I'm fine. But if I'm suspended in air, or I'm standing atop a ledge, because that was the part where I didn't, because every time we would go to set up to go down the lining, I would be anxious because I'm like, we're in the rainforest. So we're high up. We are high up and most of them, we're high up. So I have to stand on a box that seems kind of stable, but for some reason I didn't feel like it was. And I was worried all it needed to do was topple over and I was going to go all the way down. So my concern was standing atop that thing, already being high up, standing on top of that part and then the edge. And then they had to make me jump up a little bit. But when they put me in a sitting position, like, I was fine. For some reason, I was fine. But when I got stuck in the middle of the thing, I said, you gotta come help me. I pulled myself as much as I could, like halfway through. But then I was like, I don't think I'm gonna make it, man. I don't think I'm gonna make it. You're gonna have to help me. And then, like, he met me halfway, because I was already at the halfway mark. And so he met me 3/4 of the way. Half of that half. So I was like, I almost didn't keep going. I almost stopped right there. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But the other ones, for the most part, were, for the most part, they were going down like that. Some of them were going up. Some of them were really fast. So they told us that we had to slow it down at a certain point, because it was going real fast and it was long. And then one of them, we had to do a pose. And when I did my pose, it was they asked us to either be upside down or be backwards. And you know me, I'm not gonna be upside down. You know me, man. You know I'm not gonna be upside down. Y'all must be crazy. Y'all think I'm gonna be upside down on something that high. No. I just decided to go backwards. But the thing is, they told us to have our heads back. They told us to have our heads to tilt our heads back. And I did that for a time, but when you're moving like that, it's kind of hard to keep it at that spot. So I was focused on just like not falling. Well, obviously I was strapped to the thing. I was just focused on, you know, from one end to the other. But there's this, I don't know if it's wooden or if it's like metal. I forget which it was, but it was like a stopper to kind of like cut it in its tracks a little bit, to like kind of like stop it. And so because I was backwards, the stopper was right behind me, which should have been in front of me. It's usually in front of me, and it stops it. It doesn't ever do that. So it was going here, and I was here, and my head was in the right spot to. So I went, and then it bonked me in the head, and then I got to the thing. I was like, oh. If you check my Instagram, you're gonna see. I'll put it up. Probably tomorrow, but you'll see that tomorrow the 2nd. You'll see that you won't see it hit my head. You're gonna see seconds before it hits my head. So, man. It gave me a headache for a little bit, but I was cool. I was good. And man, I had a good time. The mosquitoes didn't hit me as much as I thought they would. And obviously because we were prepared and stuff, but I'll tell you guys more in tomorrow's video. And you'll get to see the thing. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow. This video is longer than I really wanted it to be. It was just supposed to be me doing the poems and then being out. But I had to tell y'all about my trip. So, you know. Yeah, I'm going to see you tomorrow. August 2nd.